What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach Adam, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home or garage gym needs. It is Wednesday, September 30th here in Cleveland, Ohio, and we are on day number 198 of our fitness series. Feel free to click that like or subscribe button below the video here. Get the workouts delivered to you daily so you guys don't have to go searching and looking for your fitness. Without further ado, let's get to what we're going through today. So Wednesday's work is going to be a strength piece and a workout. The strength piece is going to be a repeat of our first new strength from last week, and that is our 1.5 rep dumbbell bench press. Now, we performed the first day of this last week, which means that we need to improve on what our scores were last week, and that can come in a couple different ways. We can have better quality reps, we can increase the weight, we can increase the reps, we can increase the overall reps, we can increase the per round reps. However you want to look at it, progress is the name of the game here, or possibly even a quality progress perspective if we were getting sloppy and falling all over the place last week on this. If you're looking for an explanation on that 1.5 rep bench press, stick around and we will go through that in a minute. The workout is going to be a 10-minute alternating EMOM, meaning every minute on the minute you're going to alternate between these two movements. First minute is going to be 10 burpee pull-ups. Remember, that is a jumping pull-up. I want you guys jumping through it. It is not a hop up on the bar, kip, swing, and do a kipping pull-up, or for that matter, a strict pull-up. Second movement is going to be 50 double unders. Both of these are set up to be able to complete, get a short, quick rest, but possibly not be able to bring our heart rate all the way back down. So that should be a pretty good burner for you guys, something that should really light the lungs on fire to some extent. Stick around if you guys want to see the modifications and the different demonstrations of the movements we have for today. Welcome to week 2 of our 1.5 bench press with the dumbbells. Remember, the focus here is on control. We're trying to do twice as many reps with the pecs and shoulders as we are doing with the shoulders and triceps. So control down, half rep up, control back down, and finish that full rep. Let's try and improve on the distance of our set from last week, the quality or the weight. Alright guys, hopping into our workout here. We have a 10-minute alternating EMOM of 10 burpee pull-ups and 50 double unders. Checking that position to make sure I'm directly under the bar. We want to make sure we don't jump into the bar, but jump up and through. So you'll notice I go down for the burpee completely with the shoulders underneath the bar so that I come up out of that burpee. My feet are positioned underneath it. I can jump through my pull-up. Remember, we're not looking for kipping pull-ups here or even a strict pull-up. I want you guys to be able to pull yourselves through the jump to the finish position with that bar under the chin. 10 reps, and then we are going to get a short rest here and kind of simulate this as an EMOM, or an alternating EMOM, excuse me. And that next piece is going to be the 50 double unders. Now, when it comes to timing on these two things, both of these might butt us up to the minute. I do not want you guys working for any more than about 45 to 50 seconds on each minute. And that is with the understanding that you're still going to have enough time or enough energy and breath to complete the 5 rounds each. So if we need to stop ourselves and cap our number on either movement at 45 to 50 seconds so that you get those 10 to 15 seconds rest, that is fine. Stay tuned for movement modifications. Alright guys, so let's talk about how we're going to modify the 1.5 bench press. So obviously, if we have a bench, we don't have dumbbells, but we have a barbell, we can still do the same thing. It's just going to be with the barbell instead of the dumbbells. So pretty obvious modification there. If we're looking at 2 kettlebells or a single kettlebell, or honestly even a single dumbbell, the idea is the same. If you were to be looking down on me sitting on the bench, right, knees are out to the side, I am going to set those shoulder blades back. I'm going to keep one of those arms out to the side, and I'm going to work through that 1.5 single-sided unilateral movement. No big deal, right? As we usually talk about when we do stuff like this, pick the side you think you're going to get the least amount of reps on, equal that out with the other side. If we don't have a bench, or we don't have an easy way to conform those weights, what I want you guys to do instead of trying to do a floor press possibly is to do push-ups. So 1.5, same idea, same half range of motion, same full range of motion, just in a push-up position as opposed to a flat on the ground floor press position. All right, in which case we're going to set those shoulders back possibly a little more than we normally would on a push-up. I want you to be able to maintain shoulder positional integrity here, especially as you guys get to the top on push-ups. Sometimes people will round their shoulders out. Let's not do that here. I want you guys to try and stay in that mindset of the bench press. So it's going to be, I lower all the way down, I touch my chest, I control off a little bit, maybe think about 90-degree elbows, what we're looking for. I lower back down, and then I finish that rep, okay? So mechanically speaking, it's pretty much the same thing. Obviously, we're pressing body weight instead of pressing an external load. All right, so when it comes to modifying our workout today, on the double unders, just like we always talk about, a bunch of different options for double unders. You can do single unders, 1 rotation per hop. You can do jumping jacks, in which case those both would probably be a higher rep count. The jumping jacks, if you want to keep them the same reps, usually that's fine, especially if it's in the context of a big number or a very short, quick, intense number that we want to keep that intensity rolling with. If it's something that's supposed to slow you down a little bit, then I want you to make sure you multiply that up a little bit, maybe double the reps, so it does slow you down a little bit. But for today, keeping the number at 50 is probably fine. If we're going to go with the double under, if we're going to go with the jumping jacks, you guys can always do that lateral hop over a line, or if you want to tap your feet staying on your toes on an object like a dumbbell or something along the lines, that's fine too. Now, for the modifications for the burpee pull-up, first thing here, this is a complex movement. I want it to be 2 movements in one, theoretically, and I also want there to ideally be some kind of pull in the movement. So, a couple different things we can do here. If you guys have a dumbbell, or technically 2 dumbbells, it's going to be the same thing, same idea. They're going to be, it's going to be on the ground, or they're going to be on the ground. I'm going to go down into my burpee. I'm going to come up, row, set, row, set, finish the burpee, okay? So theoretically there's almost 2 burpees there, and there's 2 rows there, in which case you might even bring that rep scheme down a little bit. The big thing to remember here is that we don't want to go more than about 45-50 seconds of work. So if you guys literally want to just think of it like a 45-second AMRAP and then move on to the double unders, that's fine too. Now, if we don't have a dumbbell, or maybe even a kettlebell, technically we can kind of do that same thing with the kettlebell. One of the things we can do is our ring rows. I can go down and do a burpee, I can come up, lay back, do the ring row. Same thing for the inverted row, barbell on the rig, stuff like that. If I don't have any of that, meaning we're just looking at possibly having a band, this is how I want you guys to handle it. Simply do burpees and double unders. But to get a little bit of balance from the work we're doing today, when you're done with the workout, I want you to go back in, grab your band, do a bunch of band pull-aparts, maybe some face pulls, maybe even some single arm row with that band, whatever you want to go about doing it with, maybe even some plank rows, whatever. But get some pulling movements in so that everything today wasn't push, 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 and we don't end up in this ball, because our chest, our pecs, shoulders, everything on the frontal plane is super, super tight.